It's engagement season. All of a sudden, the weather gets colder, the holidays come around, and it feels like everyone you know is either getting engaged, celebrating an engagement, or beginning to plan their wedding. It is truly the most wonderful time of the year. And as a couple or as a wedding pro, the minute you find someone has that ring, the first thing that you start doing is planning an engagement portrait session. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. My name is Andrea Eppolito. I am a luxury wedding planner based here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's been a little while since we've just sat and talked like this. I've spent the last 30 days on the road, meeting with the community, educating, elevating. It is one of the things that I love doing most, and that came right off of a season with tons of weddings, beautiful content, the most amazing real couples. I can't wait to share all of that with you. But today, I know that so many of you are starting to plan engagement photo shoots, and this is one of my favorite things to work on. Now, you can do this anyway, anytime, any place, but I really think that engagement shoots are so much more elevated, so much more curated, and so much more important than a lot of people are giving them credit for. And I have a history of planning some over-the-top, really amazing, elaborate moments for my couples, and I want to share with you my top 5 tips for designing, planning, and executing an engagement shoot that is guaranteed to wow the couple, their family and friends, and something that you will love for many years to come. Tip number 1, make sure that your engagement shoot is done by the photographer who's going to be photographing your wedding. This is so important. Number 1, as a couple, unless you are a celebrity, there's a good chance that you are not professionally photographed on a very regular basis. Having someone put a camera in your face, like even I go like this. I don't like it. So to spend time with your photographer, to be able to read each other, to hear them give you direction, and then to take it is so important. It's such great practice because it gives you a run through for what you're going to be able to expect on the wedding day. You have an opportunity to see, how does this photographer move me? How do they guide me through the process? And then when you get the photos, you're able to look and say, okay, I don't like this side of my face, or I don't like when I do this with my hands. So it gives you a practice run, and it helps you guarantee that your wedding photos are going to look and feel the way that you want them to. Also very important, pictures are the things that you are going to live with forever. You're going to have your engagement photos up in your house. You're going to have your wedding photos up in your home. And you want them to look and feel very similar. You want them to have the same artistic vibe so that you carry the same story throughout all of your photos and the way that you're documented throughout this process. Tip number 2, make sure that you get professional hair and makeup done. I personally don't like to be touched. I don't like having my hair and makeup done, but when I know that I'm going to be professionally photographed, when I know that I'm going to be on a high definition video, it's really important that I sit back and that I have a professional work on my face and hair. Everyday street makeup does not photograph the same way that professional makeup does. Your iPhone is going to look very different from a photographer's real big DSLR camera. And so make sure that you do have a professional team work with you on your hair, on your makeup. Now, this doesn't just stop for the brides. I have grooms more and more often asking me to get them a professional shave, having someone come in and style their hair, to clean up the edges, and to just be on site to give them a little bit of powder or a little bit of a touch here and there so that everybody looks and feels their absolute best. And just like with the photographer, this is such a fantastic opportunity for a bride and groom to do a trial run for hair and makeup for the big day. Do you like the makeup artist? Do you like the person who's doing your hair? Do you find that your hair holds curl really well, or maybe you need something else? Use your engagement photo shoot as an opportunity to do a dry run and to test out all of those things. Now, continuing down the path to making sure that you look really, really beautiful and stunning, I highly recommend that you spend a lot of time coordinating your outfits and selecting your wardrobes. Now, in the past, I have gone ahead and I have hired stylists for my couples, people that will bring us racks of clothing, racks of shoes, jewelry that will actually dress my bride-to-be, dress my groom-to-be, put them next to each other, and make sure that the colors, the tones, and the patterns really, really match. If for whatever reason it is you don't have access to a stylist, or if you really want to express yourself personally, just take the time to lay out your outfits in advance. You really want to have something that is super formal and very fancy. You want to have something that is more cocktail, fun, sexy, and then you want something cozy and day-to-day wear, something that feels like you so that you can be super comfortable and that you get those almost lifestyle photos that you wouldn't get in another way. Tip number 4 is to invest in the shoot in terms of props and location. I cannot tell you what a difference it makes. Now, you may have seen that I did a really stunningly romantic engagement session out at Lake Las Vegas. My groom went and bought a rowboat. I bought in Javier Valentino. We filled it with flowers and pompous, and we just made it this really kind of dreamy, ethereal moment. The colors of the florals matched the colors of the sand, matched the colors that my bride and groom wore. That was very intentional, and the photos speak for themselves because they are just so dreamy, so lovely, and they're in my couple's home. They were on their engagement website. They were on their wedding planning website. They were on their save their dates. These are things that are lasting forever. I've also gone ahead and taken clients on destination shoots. So one couple, we went out to LA and we shot kind of underground in the street. Another time we've gone to the location that they were going to be married in so that we gave a hint and a nod. But there's a reason that they say location, location, location. Where you shoot, the lighting, the props, the things that you can touch and interact with are really going to inform a lot of the photography, and it just tells a better story. So make sure that you aren't just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Really be intentional. Think about what you want to feel like. Think about the lighting, and then match the place to the props to the attire. And last but not least, tip number 5, video. You guys know I love video. I mean, obviously we're here talking on video, but video is so incredibly important. I love documenting everything. I think that it's so much fun to tell the story. I think it's great to put it on Instagram, on Reels, on TikTok, but doing either a behind the scenes shoot of your engagement session that you can share on your wedding website is so much fun. I also think that you can tell a beautiful love story, and that can be something that you put out there and that you share. I know that we've done some great video on the boat. We've done some great video in New York. We've done video overseas in Italy. And so just having that 1-minute clip where you see how you laugh together, how you move together, how you interact, and then a moment behind the scenes so that you can go back and you realize and recognize how much work went into putting this together. It will mean so much more to you 5 years from now than it does today. But I just think it's an amazing piece of documentation that you will love and you will love to share for years to come. So to those couples who are out there getting engaged right now, congratulations. To the wedding pros and the community that are about to jump into engagement season, that are going to start planning these elaborate shoots. When you put together an engagement shoot, please go ahead and tag me in it. I would love to see what you are working on. 2022 is going to be the busiest wedding year that we have seen in many, many decades. I know that we as an industry are coming together and that we are ready to produce something extraordinary for our couples. I am right here with you. Until next time, my friends, celebrating life, luxury, and above all else, love. My name is Andrea Eppolito. Thank you for watching.